It's a very picturesque view of Glen.
Thank you.
What for?
Why, I feel like I might have brought you. It makes me very happy.
You get happy very easily, don't you? I haven't been in a shed like this since I was a little boy, which at this point seems like a good 2,000 years ago.
You mean you're tired?
Aye, lassie. I'm tired. That's why you brought me here, right? So I can take a nap?
I shouldn't think a long walk like that would fatigue a young lad like you.
A young lad?
I'm very young.
That is either a deliberate lie or wishful thinking. I am ancient, decrepit, and disintegrating rapidly. What's under here? That are rocks?
My father used to sleep on it.
That was his second mistake.
He and my mother met in a shed. You see, my mother was a gypsy. And one day she was walking past the shed, saw my father asleep on the cot. She liked his looks and she was a wee bit tired anyhow, so she took off her shoes, sat in the rocking chair, waited for him to wake up. And it wasn't long after that that I was born.
That's one of the sweetest bedtime stories I've ever heard.
You sure you're comfortable?
Very. Thank you very much. You've been more than kind. Now if you want to round out your generosity, buzz off.
You're a brawn, handsome lad.
You should see me when I'm rested. I'm almost robust.
I just hate to leave you.
You better. When I'm asleep, I make all sorts of odd noises.
Who told you? Do you have a wife?
No, but I was engaged before.
What happened to the lass you were engaged to?
He fell in love with a Russian.
A Russian?
Yes.
Russia's in Europe, isn't it?
Yes, more and more.
Oh!
It's not far from here. You just cross the channel and turn left.
You're the right lad. A right footed lad.
Now look, lass. I don't know what it is you're after, but I don't want to. I want to go to sleep.
But didn't you see? I'm highly attracted to you.
Thank you very much. We'll discuss the whole problem when I wake up. And believe me, you have a problem.
And when I see you lying on the cot, I feel little tadpoles jumping on my spine.
That's the most repulsive thing I've heard in years. You know, if sex were a hobby, you'd be a collector's item.
But I've been waiting so long.
Go.
I want to be fed all the life.
I should certainly hope so.
You're all brutes. You get what you want from a lass that takes that well.
Get what I want? I can't even get you to go away.
That's what I'm referring to. I thought you let me take you here because you were interested in me. You was like me.
You certainly have one hell of an imagination. Can you think of any reason why I, a strange man, would be interested in someone like you, a strange woman, at this time of day?
Of course I can. Because you're a lad and I'm a lass.
With that philosophy, you must have had a very provocative career.
I had a great many